Friendly Predator missile inbound.
Does anyone remember when Call of Duty was actually good? Okay, Warzone was good, but that's not quite it. There we go. The days of Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 4, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, all those good games. This is when Call of Duty was actually good. This is the problem with Modern Warfare 3. So, I just want to start off by saying that I think that Modern Warfare 3 has quite a few issues, but Modern Warfare 3 isn't necessarily a terrible game. It's better than last year's Call of Duty by a long shot, and personally, I think the movement's pretty smooth. It's not as smooth as like Vanguard or Modern Warfare 2019 or even Cold War, but I still think the movement in this game is absolutely insanely great. Is that even correct grammar? To be honest, I don't really care. But if it is, then nice. I have so many positive and negative things to say about Modern Warfare 3. But let's start off with some positives, because I feel like this game isn't entirely terrible. I think it's got some positives. So, like I said earlier, I like the movement in Modern Warfare 3. I also think the gunplay in this game is absolutely amazing. Now, Vanguard wasn't a great game, but I think Vanguard had great gunplay, just like this game. I think Modern Warfare 3 has slightly better guns than Vanguard, but Vanguard's got pretty good guns. Now, I'm not trying to compare this game to Vanguard, as obviously this game is better than Vanguard. Because, just put it simply, I think the maps in Vanguard were absolutely terrible. I hated the maps in Vanguard. Though, really, the zombies was okay. It was better than Cold War zombies. I didn't like it. But I think that Modern Warfare 3 zombies, it's alright. I'm not going to really cover it much because it's just simply alright. Not as good as Vanguard zombies, I don't think. Definitely not as good as Black Ops 2 zombies, but it's just alright. It's kind of like DMZ. Personally, I enjoyed DMZ last year, but I think it wasn't amazing. I think it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I enjoy it nonetheless, but I really don't know what I'm saying here, so leave your opinions on DMZ, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, multiplayer in the comments, but that's the positives. Now let's get into the negatives. The negatives. I have a lot of negatives with this game. Granted, the title of this video is The Problem with Modern Warfare 3. So, granted, I am going to have a lot of negatives. Not as many as if I were doing a video on last year's game. I think literally everything. If I was making a video on last year's game, literally every single thing I would have said would have been negative. I can't even think of a positive for last year's game, but let's get into the negatives for this year's game. So, obviously, I think one thing that everybody hates with this game is microtransactions. Call of Duty used to be more of a game made for the enjoyment of the player. Now I kind of feel like it's made for players to go broke and just spend all their money on the game. Because Activision is just straight up pulling an EA here and are adding microtransactions into all of their games to make them just kind of get more money. Because Activision clearly likes money. Probably not as much as EA. I think EA's kind of broken when it comes to money. They just love money. But that's one of the negatives. I think one of the negatives is not really adding new maps on launch. Yeah, I get it, Season 1, they did add new maps. And I think the new maps are pretty decent. Just, I think that old maps should not be a marketing tool. The new maps should. And they, on launch, didn't add any new ones. Yeah, we got, we had Rust, which is a pretty good map. It's obviously not a new map. It's from the original Modern Warfare 2. But you get the point. We had a lot of good maps, just I kind of wish they added new maps on launch. And let's get into the gunsmith here, because I think that the gunsmith is easily the worst part of this game. Now, I think that Sledgehammer was taking it in a good direction with this game, generally, compared to what Infinity Ward has done in the past few years, but I kind of like what Sledgehammer did with this game, except I don't like what they did with the gunsmith. Now, this has been a problem since, I think, 2019, with Modern Warfare in 2019. I think that they started off just as a bad gunsmith. The gunsmith in Modern Warfare 2019, it was okay. Just, I think that the simplicity of the Pick 10 system in Black Ops 2, the creator class in the old Modern Warfare games, that stuff, I think that was all really good. But I think that the gunsmith, I don't really like it. It's my least favorite class setup whole thing, whatever they call it. It's my least favorite class setup maker, and to be honest, I don't really like it. Kind of miss the creator class, but I also did like the Pick 10 system. But personally, me, I want the creator class back. I really liked it. So, one thing that I think is good for Warzone, not good for the multiplayer, is the carryover. Now, I'm glad that they carried over operators and stuff like that, but I don't like really how they carried over all the weapons. I feel like the weapons should stay, like the Modern Warfare 2 weapons, they should just be in Warzone, not multiplayer. I think multiplayer needs to feel less like a DLC, rather, it needs to feel like its own game, you know? Not a DLC. It needs to feel like its own standalone game, but it kind of feels like a DLC to me. But yeah, I have a lot of negatives to say about this game, so I can't fit all of them in this one video, but these are just the general negatives I have with this game. See you later. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.